So this is day 21 of the videos that I'm making to help raise awareness and understanding of PTSD. Today I'm going to talk just a little bit about supporting someone in your life who has or who you think might have PTSD or trauma. So just a few do's and don'ts. Again, not an exhaustive list. If someone says something helps them, go with that. So the first thing I'd say is don't panic. It's not an insoluble problem. People can and do recover from PTSD. The next thing is don't try to fix it. That's not your job. The only person who can really fix it is the person who's experienced it. Sometimes just on their own, sometimes with help from a therapist. What they need from you is support and understanding. Don't try to be their therapist, especially working with PTSD. It's very easy to re-traumatise someone if you kind of go at it like a bull in a china shop. At the same time, don't let that terrify you. Be like, I must never talk about it. What you can do is kind of hold a space for them if they want to talk about it. And there's a really good video by Bernie Brown, and I'll put the link to it in the comment section or in the blurb above section. Watch that, because that is just a masterclass in 5-10 minutes on how to be with someone when they're going through hard stuff. So have a watch of that. She says it far better than I ever could, with really good animations. Don't let it be the lens that you see the person through. Don't let everything be about this one part of their life. It's a part of their experience. It doesn't define them. So don't make everything about that one experience or that one trauma. Don't let the relationship just revolve entirely around that. Make sure you spend time together doing other stuff, doing fun things. And with that in mind, include them. Quite often people with PTSD, especially if there's an anxiety element or a strong anxiety element, will cancel at the last moment or leave early and things like that. And that's fine. Don't stop inviting someone just because you think they're probably not going to come, because that isolates people even further. And a big part of trauma is that disconnection. The more we can help them reconnect on their own terms, the better that is. So keep inviting people. And if it's something you're pretty sure they don't want to go to, say, I know you're not likely to go, but I wanted to invite you because I didn't want you feeling left out. So just little things like that make a really big difference. When you're sending a message, especially if it's like, are you okay message, put on it, you don't need to reply if you don't want to. So it just takes that pressure off when someone's in a difficult place. Just feeling like, oh my God, I've got a message I've got to reply to, can be overwhelming. When you're told, it's fine if you don't reply, it actually makes it a lot easier to reply and takes a lot of the stress out. As much as possible, you want to give the control back to the person, because generally PTSD comes from traumas where someone has had all control taken away from them and they felt very helpless. So the more they can get control back, the better. So honour the boundaries that they set. Take the lead from them. And be patient, because there will be days when they can absolutely nail something and days when they really can't. The window of tolerance, everyone's window of tolerance changes, and theirs will. So be patient. If they're having a day where they're just like, I can't do this, offer support and encouragement, but don't just keep going on at it. Just be like, it'd be great if you can, and if you can't, that's okay. You'll do it another day. So just keep offering that kind of consistent support. And consistency and reliability is really helpful, because it helps make the world feel a little bit more knowable and a little bit more trustable, because quite often with PTSD, someone's trust in the world has been broken, and so that consistency and reliability helps rebuild a sense of trust and helps reduce anxiety. And ask someone if they're happy to share with you what their triggers are. They may not be, it depends, they may not be sure what their triggers are, but ask them, what helps, what can I do? If you're overwhelmed, what do you need from me? And if they're not sure, that's absolutely fine. Leave lots of space for uncertainty and lots of reassurance and lots of validation, which isn't necessarily the same as being really cheerful and positive. Bernie Brown video covers that a bit more, so watch that video. And look after yourself as well. Make sure you're okay. Give yourself time out if you need it. You can't give from an empty cup, so make sure that you're taking care of yourself as well as them. And if you get told something that's really difficult to hear, just say, I need a bit of time to process that, without making them feel responsible for your emotions. And do a little bit of research yourself. There's loads of really good stuff out there on PTSD. Do a bit of research, but keeping that communication open and honest, and not all about PTSD, I think is really one of the vital things. So if you do nothing else, go and watch the Bernie Brown video because it is outstanding, and I'll see you tomorrow. Okay.